Alright, boys and girls, tonight we're making kind of a ratatouille with chicken. Which isn't really ratatouille, but, you know.
Ratatouille inspired.
Yeah, it's a ratatouille inspired chicken. It just kind of felt like chicken and vegetables, and then Tina said, well, you're kind of making a ratatouille with chicken, so that's what we got here. We're just going to brown up this chicken here a little bit, and then
a couple cloves of garlic in there whole, just to kind of taste that too.
Yeah, a couple full cloves of garlic.
Whole, not cut up.
Full. Okay. Yeah. Like that one right there. Yeah. Right there.
And do you remember why it is we do it that way?
No.
Just to give like a suggestion of garlic.
Oh, okay. It's going to be some tomatoes. We have some eggplant. Green pepper. It's right here. It's not cut up yet, but green pepper. Carrots, zucchini, yellow squash, onion, some portobellos, thyme, rosemary, basil, oregano is going in here, kind of like a herbs de Provence, kind of minus the lavender we have out in the garden, or Tina has out in her garden, but didn't hurt. Gonna let that roll in there. It smells fantastic, but we'll be back just as soon as this gets a little bit further down the way. Alright, so the chicken's almost done. I'm going to throw in the carrots in, because they kind of take longer than everything else.
I want these kind of crisp tender. You think the eggplant should go in? I like that cooked down.
Sure.
This is going to cook down a good bit.
Five-second rule on that piece of chicken there. So we're going to let this cook down. Then we're going to add the rest of the yumminess. And slowly keep cooking it. We'll be back. Alright, we put just a splash of wine in there. There is a couple of sprigs of thyme in there. We put the lavender, rosemary in.
Yeah, I put just like about part of one stalk of lavender. You don't want too much. Nice handful of rosemary chopped up. The thyme, it's easiest just to put the whole sprig in there, and then when you're done cooking, just pull it all out.
Yeah, it'll just fall off. You just have to remember to take the little twigs out, though.
Yeah. And now,
so I'd say just put the rest of it in there, cover it up, and we'll just let it.
Yep, and that's what I was just looking. The carrots, you just want them to be soft. So I'll go ahead and dump everybody else in. Introduce them to the party. Oops. This is going to cook down. And we'll hold off for a little bit with the tomatoes.
Why?
Because I've got to cut them. I'm just going to cut them in half.
Oh.
Each time you add food, you have to remember to
season it.
Tomatoes, big ones in half.
Okay. Alright, so we have the tomatoes in here now. Put a little bit more salt and pepper on everything. Just going to cover this. Put a little bit of olive oil on top. We're just going to let it sit there for a bit. Probably check it in about 10-15 minutes and see what happens. Alright, so this has been on here for about a half an hour. We're going to take the lid off and reduce this liquid a little bit so it thickens up. Don't forget if you use real thyme sprigs, to pull those out, because those wouldn't taste very good. And as soon as this is reduced down, we'll be back. Alright, we took the top off and we let it cook down a little bit. Threw just a little bit of mozzarella, it's a fresh mozzarella cheese on top. Just kind of dotted it around. Tina said it would be good, so we're trying it. And there you have it. Tasted it. It tastes really dang good, so I highly suggest you give this a try sometime. Y'all have fun out there.